Hey guys, just wanted to do a quick unboxing video. Today we're going to unbox the Sony A7 II, and this video will just accompany my review. Of course, the majority of details about the camera are going to be in the review, but we're going to unbox this thing and see what Sony includes in the body-only package. I hope you find this review helpful. If you do, show the love and give it a thumbs up. All right, let's dig into this box. Up top, we've got the usual assortment of paperwork with one notable exception. Right beneath the warranty information, you'll find a little brochure for Capture One Express. This is a raw processing software that is free for Sony users, so be sure that you check it out. And all this other stuff is the usual assortment of documentation, including a couple of manuals in 57 languages. Now we dig a little deeper to the good stuff. Here's what you get inside the body-only A7 II kit. Up top we've got a strap with a not too subtle Alpha 7 logo on it. On the right side there's a compartment containing nothing whatsoever, which is very strange because it looks like something belongs there. Up top we've got a micro USB charger plug-in thingy device and the matching cable. So this allows you to charge the camera by plugging it directly into the wall. And we also have a battery. Unfortunately, we do not have an external battery charger, so that's something that you'll probably want to purchase separately. Now on to the camera body itself. Now the body of the version 2 model weighs about 5 ounces more than the first generation A7. That's about a 26% increase. The grip has grown by about 10 millimeters, and the body itself is about a couple millimeters more thick. Of course, much of the weight and girth are due to the in-body image stabilization hardware. You'll see emblazoned on the camera itself the word Steady Shot inside. And it's the world's first 5-axis stabilized full-frame sensor inside this camera. Up top, we've got a PASM control dial. We've got an exposure compensation dial, a couple of custom buttons, C1 and C2, and the shutter release button, which is moved to the front of the camera, so it's kind of hanging out on front where your finger would probably be resting anyway. It's a much more natural position, and I know a lot of people are going to upgrade to the A7 II for that very reason. This camera is equipped with a multi-interface shoe, so it accepts all the different multi-interface shoe accessories like wireless microphones and so forth. Beneath the camera we have the battery compartment, which apparently you need to manually lock shut. On the right side there's the SD card slot. It's a little bit smaller than the similar slot and door that were in the A7 Mark I. And on the left side we've got a couple of small doors for micro USB and HDMI. And also there's a door which conceals mic and headphone input jacks. So that's a quick look at the camera. It definitely feels substantial in your hands. I mean, it's a very solid build, high build quality. You can feel the additional weight, and for some people that's going to be a plus, for others it'll be a minus. Certainly if you're using a more substantial telephoto lens, then you might appreciate a little bit of extra substance on the camera end of things. So now we're going to put all the box and materials to the side, and we're going to take a look at the A7 II alongside some other cameras. Here we have a Nikon D7100, a Fuji X100, an old NEX5N, and there's an NEX6 with a 105mm Nikkor attached. I don't have a body cap with me, so yes, I'm going to risk dust in my sensor for the sake of this review. That's definitely taking one for the team. So bear in mind, all of these other cameras are APS-C size sensor cameras. And of course, none of them have in-body image stabilization. Now the Sony 5 series is just light as a feather. But You put it next to the A7 and you might see some family resemblance. The A7 looks like the NEX5 and a DSLR had a baby. So keeping it in the family, let's take a look at the A7 next to an NEX6. NEX6 body is very similar to the A6000 body by Sony. Of course, those bodies are more rangefinder style. Here's the Fuji X100, which is a fixed lens camera, and the D7100, which shares a body really with the D610. And it's not much different from a D750 either. They have very similar bodies. So if you're shopping the D610 vis-a-vis the A7, this might be of some help. You can see the A7 is much smaller in size, even though it has a built-in image stabilization system. So finally, let's attach a lens to our new A7 II and see how it looks. This is an old Nikkor 50mm f1.4, and I'm using a very basic lens adapter with it. It feels really well balanced on this camera, actually. The extra girth in the body of the A7 II just serves to kind of stabilize a larger, older piece of glass like this. And of course now, thanks to the technology inside this camera, we've got 3-axis steady shot paired with this lens that's probably 40 years old. So that is a really cool and exciting feature. And with a modern E-mount lens, we'd have full 5-axis stabilization. So that's what's inside the box of the Sony Alpha 7 II Body Only Edition. I hope you found this video helpful. You can check back to this review periodically as it will be updated. But now, it's time to go take some photographs. Thanks, guys.
If you liked the video, give it a thumbs up. If you disliked it, give it a thumbs down. Feel free to leave a comment. And of course, don't forget to subscribe.